greetings, Tyrannosaurus Moth here, coming to you from the comfort of my dining room, which is where I shoot my reviews. I'm hopefully going to be finishing up this week's one tonight, or at least doing the next section. But today, which was Friday, April 9th, 2021, was also Hasbro Pulse Fan Fest, and it was a big event. Went on pretty much all day. So I was watching while I was looking after my son. He watched a little bit of it, and I just wanted to, before I roll into that, to just kind of go over some of my thoughts and kind of just get my thoughts out there. And so you watching, if you can go in the comments and let me know what you were excited about, what you pre-ordered, all that other fun stuff. Let's have a conversation, because it's kind of a fun thing. And I said in a previous video, I want to be on camera a little bit more. So without further ado, jumping right into it, things kicked off with Fortnite, which is a new property for Hasbro. Right now it is in Jazzwares and McFarlane's hands, maybe? Who knows? McFarlane hasn't done anything with it in a while, and their stuff was good, and it was a good, they did some fun characters and some cool designs, but again, the articulation a little bit not great. McFarlane just doesn't, they do better with articulation, but I didn't think it was great. It just, I don't know, all the characters always look so stiff, and I might get some hate for that, but they just, I like them, I don't love them. I guess that's it. I'm not gonna knock it, because it's really good stuff, and for the people who are big fans of it, and especially the DC stuff, I am so happy that they're getting what they want. Seeing the enthusiasm for that sort of stuff is really cool. I just like seeing people happy, so that's fine by me. I'm not judging, I don't do that. I digress. Going into Hasbro start, first wave looks super strong. I have a bunch of notes on my laptop here. I didn't actually write down the names of everyone that they showed, but I did note the standouts. One being Ripley, the fish man thing, looked absolutely fantastic with that blue translucent plastic and pinless articulation in that translucent plastic, which is just really cool stuff. Can't wait to see that in person. Everything they showed was unfortunately a digital render, but I don't know how new it is, because again, Jazzwares and McFarlane holding the license for the 1/6, 1/10 scale. I don't know when their timeline is, because they didn't even give release dates for the figures they showed today, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Beyond that, the character links, getting double jointed elbows on a female figure is amazing. They started doing it with the G.I. Joe Classified line. Now we're seeing it in Fortnite. Hopefully that continues and goes into Legends and Lightning Collection and the other one they did today. Star Wars. Don't know how I forgot that. But in any event, so that's super cool. They also showed off that giant shark, which has a bunch of accessories in it. That was the funnest way I think I've ever seen a company do an accessories pack, and I can't wait to see them keep doing more like that. I mean, I think this is actually going to be a really fun line, and it's going to continue that tradition of those of us who aren't Fortnite players or totally into it still buying the figures because they look awesome and they just do fun characters and stuff like that. And that's kind of a relief. It's kind of nice. There needs to be more fun in collecting. And from what I heard, the preview night, last night, Thursday, was not so fun. So not fun that they shut off the chat. I still know exactly what happened. I don't know exactly what happened, but it is what it is. I'm glad I didn't see it. Beyond that, Hasbro will be doing their take on Yosel's, who we actually just saw from Jazzwares, and that looked like a fantastic figure. I actually got that as a gift for my best friend, and he loves it. Watched a couple of reviews, it looks super fun. I did see it one other time in the wild, which is kind of cool, so I think a good number of people got it. It got out there, and Hasbro's looks awesome. It definitely looks like it's going to kind of match up, certainly with the accessories. I mean, I want it just for the accessories, though the figure's cool itself too. Definitely, that and Ripley are absolute gets for me. And going further on that, it seems like Hasbro is really balancing the goofy and and serious aspects of the Fortnite character design pretty well. I mean, I think they're leaning slightly heavier into the serious stuff with some of the other characters that were in the line, which again, I don't know the names, but they looked great. But still, super cool. Moving on, going to Transformers, which apparently I'm just getting more into Transformers because they are catering to my taste. It seems that way because we got more fossilizers coming around with Wingfinger. Was that the actual name? I wrote that down, and you know what? That's gonna be it. It was Pterodactyl. It looked awesome. But again, fossilizer, it's gonna be kind of a builder, and you know the monstrosities people have been doing with Paleotreks. We're gonna be able to add to that with Ractonite coming out in May, I think. And now we're gonna get Wingfinger. And that would be awesome. And that when they were showing off, they actually showed off just one of the people that was presenting had actually shown just a mix of all three, and it looked great. And I just can't wait to see what people do for this sort of thing. And I can't wait to see what I can come up with getting this sort of thing. So I think it's gonna be really fun. And that was a theme throughout this entire day, and that was nice to see that celebrated because they're toys. It's supposed to be fun. There shouldn't be a lot of weight here. Beyond that, let's see, got that, and we got Lava Ractonite coming out. That pre-order for that one didn't go up, but I need that one. That black, red, and orange just looked awesome. So that's a definite get. Oh, plus that had a whole effects pack with it, so that was fantastic. Which is really cool because I mean I'll just use the effects pieces for other stuff because it's all translucent plastic blast effects, totally usable in many different things, and I'm assuming will work with certain different lines, or you can make it work. Sticky tack is absolute magic. Beyond that, let's see what else I got here. There's the leaning into dino characters in general. They didn't talk about it today, but I did see Chrome Tyranno on Twitter had mentioned or shown pictures, I think, that had popped up somewhere of the Megatron variant, or it's its own character, the T-Rex, WRECKS. So the red and blue, red purple version of that mold is coming out as a Target exclusive. So big red T-Rex. And I won it, however I heard that was a red card exclusive, so you have to have the Target credit card, so that's not going to happen. So if I happen to have any friends who do have a red card and you want to help your boy out, please let me know, because I need it. Probably unsurprisingly, but no digression. I'm sorry, I'm going to do that a lot. And this video is definitely going to go longer than I thought it was. It's probably going to be on the 20-minute mark. But if you guys stick with it, I appreciate that. So, going further, still Transformers. Oh, my computer just shut off. There we go. Scorponok. Red, purple, black Scorpion with a Cyber Bee. Done. Like the soul. I don't have enough words. And any of y'all who have seen enough of my reviews and heard me talk enough, then you know that that's true. And I guess the last thing that definitely of note was that Optimus, the like $700 like moving voice command lights, the like posing. That's just absolutely crazy. I can't wait to see the reviews of that when it comes out. I mean, they did a pretty good showing with Jay and Silent Bob using it, so just super cool. I'm interested to see what the market for that is and like who really gets into it. Moving on, the one I was waiting for the most, they put it right in the middle, which is never like a good time. It's when the house gets chaotic. It's lunchtime. But still, definitely exciting seeing some of the stuff that are coming up with Dino Fury. And I only saw the first episode of Dino Fury. I haven't been able to find the rest because I don't have Nickelodeon. So I'm going to have to find a way to catch it when the season ends. And I guess they've only got 1 or 2 more episodes of that. So that's the thing. Or if you know somewhere that I can see it that's not a Nickelodeon, again, please let me know. But not too much in terms of reveals, even though we've had a bunch of leaked codes and all that sort of thing, and that we know things are coming along, like the Monsters Wave 2. All we got today were the rest of the Metallic Rangers, so the rest of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So we got yellow, blue, black, and red all coming out same time. So if you saw my review of the metallic pink, and statistically you probably have, considering that's my highest viewed video, and I'm surprised by that because it's the last video I did with just the white background and my LEDs are making everything look wavy and stuff. Digression. But they all look great. Instant pre-order for me. You know, like I love the Lightning Collection, and same thing. Like the face sculpts look great too. They're definitely bringing it, and I'd love to see that. Oh, and they fixed helmets, which is even better. So you got that got that going as well. And then the other reveal and pre-order that went up today was the Tyrannosaurus Entry. Fully unexpected. I don't think anyone had said anything about this coming up to this event, and it looks amazing. It is a Target exclusive though. So it went up, it's sold out as of me recording this video, so when you're watching it, it's probably sold out unless it comes back. Coincidentally, right before those pre-orders went up, I also got an email from Target from the Mattel Undertaker that I pre-ordered back in December, and it got canceled. So I don't have a lot of faith in Target's pre-orders, and I've been hearing a bunch of other people getting their stuff canceled as well. Fantastic. So we'll see what happens with that. I put in a pre-order. They actually ended up putting it up on. They had a few on Pulse, and I kind of wish I jumped on that one instead, because I know Pulse will deliver. Even if they get theirs a little bit later, they still at least get it. So we'll see what happens. I do have at least one friend who works at a Target, so that's my goal. I need at least. I want 4, because I can see the display in my head. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I'm really hoping they overstock the shelves with these. Target exclusives seem to go one of 2 ways. They're either your G.I. Joe Cobra Island ones where no one sees it ever and it never shows up, or you get, actually I can't even think of a specific example, but I know there were a couple, it was some of the Star Wars Black Series that came out last year, like the Christmas stuff, and I mean, my Target wasn't, but a lot of other Targets were just like overloaded with their Christmas special figures. So hopefully, I'm hoping that happens with this. Honestly, it's an army builder. They'd be crazy not to. They're going to sell. And that was it for Power Rangers. So pretty short, and still like most excited. I'm still happy with how that all came out. I got my pre-orders in, so again, I'm just fingers crossed on the Target one. Then we moved on to G.I. Joe, and all about the Storm Shadow movie, not Storm Shadow movie, Storm Shadow's in the movie, it's a Snake Eyes movie, that's coming out, so they're finally doing the big push on that one. So we got to see the next wave of classified series, which was all characters from the movie. They all look great. I just like with Marvel Legends, I'm not really into the movie stuff, so I think most of them are probably going to be passed. I might get Baroness, because I always love Baroness as a character, so we'll see that. Though they all look great. I mean, if you're into, I mean, that might change when the movie comes out. That's kind of one of these things, you know. It's like, it's not that great, and it's not like giving me that wow, but you're not seeing it in motion, because movie stuff is always more subdued, I think, than like comic presentation or something like that. And I think it's just, like more subdued colors, and just everything looks a little more real, and I don't know about y'all, I'm kind of sick of reality. That's why I collect toys. But they all look great. The packaging looks a little more sparse than the normal classified series releases for some reason. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's they seem to have more flat backgrounds in the back. Maybe that's it. But it's kind of like the Apex Legends figures, where they just don't look filled out. It was really strange. I don't know. It was just an observation I had. And last point I had was watching actor Henry Golding open the figure of himself, since his likeness is in it as well, was absolutely delightful. It is very relatable. I can imagine that's how I would react to having an action figure of myself. So really cool to see. I'm glad they did that, and he seems like a super cool guy. So I do want to see the movie. I was sold on that. I don't know if that was the intent, but great job Hasbro with that. And moving on to Marvel. So looking at some Legend stuff. So all we're getting, or all they announced, sorry, not all we're getting, was the Ultraman wave, which for me is, I'm not really into it. Though I want that bear Build-A-Figure. I tend to want more Build-A-Figures from Legends than I do the actual figures, or the actual mainline figures. So that's kind of strange. Not strange, but it's like, all right, so I want the really expensive thing, so I usually have to eBay hunt or try and piecemeal it together, and is what it is. However, in that, I guess for the figures, the Ultron looks awesome. Kind of one I want an army build, because I always want, I want a robot figure to do photos with. So we'll see if that works, because I also think like silver is a good color that works with anything as a focus. So like if you have, well, I'm probably going to use red or purple character, and then you have just a bunch of silver robots fighting, like I think that's really cool, because it's going to keep your focus on the main character that you're trying to show. But just my opinion, and I haven't put it into practice now, so hopefully I will more soon. Beyond that, the Riri Williams one looks amazing, and again, double jointed elbows for a female figure, just fantastic. So that's a strong maybe. I think if I see it in the wild, I'm probably going to be more of a like, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then Hologram Iron Man is another maybe. I love translucent plastic, and that's another one that, like, depending on how good it looks in person, I could be swayed. If that's the case, then I have 3 of the 7 figures, and then it might be easier to build Ursa Major. So we'll see. And then we closed out things with Star Wars, and I'm not huge on Star Wars. I was in the early mid-90s when they re-released the original trilogy right before the prequels came out, and got really into things there, and then kind of progressively just kind of moved on to other things. I do like a lot of Star Wars stuff. The Mandalorian was absolutely fantastic, and that kind of brought me back into it. So I do get Mandalorian stuff, and we did have some Black Series Mandalorian stuff come out, or announced rather. So we got Costco Reeves and Zero, which both looked awesome, and I know that those are probably going to look really great in person. So can't wait to see those. The only other one that really got my eye was the Aura Singh, and I guess that was it for Star Wars. Again, this is going to be short because I'm not really just like super into it. So at this point, like, you're exhausted seeing all this stuff. I kind of felt bad for him at that point. And I don't tend to do the role play stuff or anything like that. So any of that was announced, you might have noticed I haven't mentioned or talked about, and it's because it just doesn't interest me. Certainly for most things. Some of the Power Ranger stuff is getting into that because I do have a cosplay I want to do. And if you know me well enough, you can probably guess what it is. But I guess on that theme, they did announce a Wedge Antilles helmet, which was pretty cool. Like, I thought he was one of the cooler, like, side characters. You don't know much about him. I think a lot of the extended universe from back in the 90s had filled out his story a little bit more. I thought that's cool. So that was a cool thing to see. And that was it. So that was everything that happened during the Hasbro Pulse Fan Fest. It was definitely fun. They really, I think, knocked it out of the park this time. Like, I thought it was really good. You can tell they've been listening, and that was my takeaway, that they are listening to everyone. Some are louder than others. Some are more aggressive than others. again, with the whole Thursday night thing that I can't fully attest to because I didn't see it. I only heard mostly from just Jay Hernandez's account of what he said, and I was embarrassed just hearing what I did and from seeing people respond and say how bad it got that they had to shut the chat down. So didn't want to bring that up twice, but I mean it's gonna be the elephant in the room. So something worth keeping in mind, and you know, be cool. They're toys. Like, it's a hobby. This is I don't know. I tend to agree with Fushrobo, who's like he's fun to watch because he keeps a cool head about these things, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. Things I aspire to, these are the people I look up to in the community, and I think it's cool to kind of trying to engage in that and kind of put my foot in the door, if you will, because I've needed something new to delve into, and now that I've rediscovered figures as of a couple of years ago, because I didn't collect for years. But I'll save that whole story for another video. If you want to hear it, let me know, because you made it this late in the video, you clearly can tolerate hearing me talk for 20 minutes. I probably can't hear it. I don't know how much I'm going to edit this video, if at all, because I want to get it up tomorrow, which is probably today. I don't know. It's late. It was almost midnight when I started. Oh no, it was like 11 o'clock. Again, digressions. Sorry. But yeah, going back to what I was saying before, Hasbro's listening. They made a lot of adjustments. Again, seeing things like the redone MMPR helmets on the Lightning Collection metallic figures, and like people want to see more comic stuff, so they got a comic reveal, and then we got more reveals to come up, which they're probably saving for other events that they either haven't announced, or probably Fan Fridays that are coming up. Hopefully we see more for that, the Lightning Collection. And the other stuff, just kind of surprised for me to be like looking at so many Transformers again, because they're doing dinosaurs and red, purple, and black scorpions that shoot cyber bees. So that's cool. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say on it. I know I said it was going to be a short video at first, and I don't know why. I'm just going to say my thoughts and it's going to be done. Here you go, here I am 20 minutes later, still talking about it. So, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. I'm getting closer and closer to my goal every day, so I really appreciate every one of you who tolerate me talking for 10 to 20 minutes every week. And, you know, like I said, I am still new to it. I'm still getting into the groove of things. I say a lot, and I realize that's partially anxiety, which is something I've struggled with my entire life. So I appreciate you. Thank you for listening to me rant. And again, in the comments, let me know, like, if you watched, what were you, or just look at the announcements. What are you excited about? What figures are you pre-ordering? Did you pre-order? Did you miss out on any? Hasbro's actually been also pretty good about bringing stuff back around, so I think there will be other chances if you did happen to miss something, which is pretty cool. But let me know in the comments, or anything else, anything I didn't go over that you found interesting. And yeah, let's talk about it. Again, this is the great part about social media and this whole thing, is that we can have a discussion, that we can interface, and especially in these pandemic times, because I'm certainly not going anywhere. It's just me talking to me. I have my camera in selfie mode, so if my eyes are darting everywhere, that's probably part of why. But it's kind of cool to have like still interaction. So yeah, meet me in the comments, and I will see you in the next video, which will be my next review. I don't even think it showed up on screen. There you go. So if you can see what that is, computer enhance it and all of that, then you'll know what I have coming up. And yeah, I guess I'll see you there. Please take care of yourself and be cool to those around you. Like, bottom line, don't be a dick. Like, we're all in this hobby to have fun, so let's do so. So you're all great, and I'll see you then. Peace.